Good morning, happy Sunday. Welcome to episode 80, Delicate Dahlias, or Dahlias, I'm not sure how you say it. So happy to be here. I'm also happy I went running earlier this morning because it looks a little doubtful. But anyway, I hope you're enjoying your long weekend, and hopefully you'll have some time to do some crafting. That's what I'm intending to do this afternoon, so that will be fun. I have a class I call Mail and Make, which is I mail it and you make it. And it's a $38 class with a $20 goodie bag, and the deadline to sign up is the 12th of the month always. So I haven't actually posted it on Facebook yet. I'll do that this afternoon so you can see the little snippets of the things in case you want to join it. But I was using the whimsical trees for that class, and I have fallen in love with that set. So I think I'm going to do some other cards with it because my mail and make are exclusive and I don't share them anywhere. But the paper and the dies and the stamp set, oh, it's just gorgeous. So I have a feeling I may be doing whimsical trees next week, and I wouldn't be surprised if I do the DSP the week after because it's fantastic. So just giving you a fair warning in case you don't like it, but it's just beautiful. So anyway, also if you want to join my mail and make, I'll put it on Facebook later, or if you're on my mailing list, you'll have already seen it, and it's got buttons that lets you press what you want to have, whether you want the class or class plus the bundle or just tutorial. So that's another reason to sign up for my mailing list. So what else? Don't forget it's Sale-a-bration, so you can get freebies out of the Sale-a-bration book, and that's what I used last week. I used the Peaceful Prints DSP. I also noticed that there've been a whole bunch more comments that I haven't answered yet, so I can't understand how I missed them, but I will go back and answer them all. So I think that's about it. Good morning, Winnie, and good morning, Barbara. Yes, I recovered from my run. I sat there with this, I don't know what it's called, this cloth thing. My brother bought them for me for my birthday, and you soak it in cold water and you stick it around the back of your neck, and it cools you down much faster than just sitting there waiting. So, yep, I've recovered. It was only 3 miles, but I actually got 16 miles in this week, which for me is, I think it's the most I've had this year for a week, so I'm extremely happy. So, let's see. Let me turn you down and we will do the raffle. I'm using my 8-sided die again, and we actually have 8 people that shared, so we don't have to worry about getting the 8 when we don't have an 8th person. Barbara, no, I haven't had any trouble with flooding. I am, oh, sorry, I should turn you down. I live in Randolph, and it's about 1,200 feet above sea level. So if we have trouble with here with our with flooding, the rest of you are going to be underwater. So now I'm very, very fortunate. It wasn't even the reason we bought the place, but and we're even more fortunate than that because we're on kind of the peak of the hill, and our land, well, I say our land, it's about 1/3 of an acre. It runs away from the house in every direction, so we have never had any in the basement, so we're extremely lucky. Right, so let's see who gets Peaceful Prints from last week. It's in order: Margaret, Barbara, Kathy, Diana, Judy, Kim, Linda, and Donna. So let's see who gets it. 2, it's Barbara. Okay, Barbara. I'm getting better at sending the things. I caught up last week, so hopefully that will continue, especially as I have an extra day this week. So here's the set I'm going to use. It's called, as you can see, Delicate Dahlias, and it's a Sale-a-bration one, and it's a mixture. So here we have the Stampin' Up! Distinctive style, where it looks so lifelike you'd swear it was a photograph. So these are those, and then you've got these line drawings. So it's really quite a mixture. Which is probably why it's a freebie for $100 order. So because it is quite impressive. Well, I would show you what you get, but most of them are out on my table because I was having so much fun with them. So, well, you'll see them. You'll see them in a minute. So here is what I'm going to make today. I don't know if you can see, there's a little bit of Wink of Stella on here just to give it a slight sparkle. Then here's the one with the line drawings, and this seems like a nice sentiment, and sadly it feels as if we need more sympathy cards at the moment. And then here's one using the distinctive, as was this one, the distinctive ink, distinctive type of stamps. And there we go. So before I forget, this is Mango Melody. This is Fresh Freesia and Mossy Meadow. And this is Mossy Meadow and Polished Pink. Because I know I always seem to forget to tell you what colours I'm using. So there we go. And here's my packet of stuff. And you could get a packet just, well, almost like it, but not with the plastic, because I'm desperately trying to reduce my plastic use. So I use this same bag every week. So if you place an order with me of $25, I will send you these pieces that you would need to do the cards. Although if you were going to place an order, I would advise it being more than 50, so you get a freebie, but you know. Right, let's get going with the first card, which is, as a reminder, this one. So I'm going to stamp the distinctive. Yes, that's the distinctive one. But I found it looked better if I stamped it off once. So, well, I think it does. So we'll put this here. Just give it a minute to, well, not a minute, a few seconds to transfer. It's a lot paler than this one, but do I like that or don't I? I don't know. I think it's a bit too pale actually. So you know what? This is why there are two sides to each piece of paper. I'm going to do it again and not stamp off. That's weird. Okay. This will come out too dark. Just you watch. Actually, I like that best of all. So then I got the Wink of Stella. And just added a bit of glimmer. And I seem to be missing some here, so I'll just add some, like so. There we go, a bit of glimmer. And then we will add this. Which one do we like better? Yep, this one. So I'm going to glue this onto its Mango Melody mat. Like so, and then I'm going to put this about where I want it. I'll weight it down with a block, and I've got my thank you kindly, and I think I'll put that about there. Yes, that worked nicely. So now I can, well, let me close this and get it out of the way. Now we can stick this onto the card and we'll be away with our first card. Except I just fell off the edge, and let me pull the glue back on this side. There we are. And it's an easy, if you have a glue, if you've still got some fast fuse, as I have, when you fall off and it doesn't work, you can, if you put it on the bit that's already glued, it starts it off nicely instead of having to get your fingers sticky. Not a very useful tip, because I'm assuming most people didn't have a huge stash like I did. And then when they went on special, because they were getting rid of them, I bought a load more, so I have got quite a few. So there's the first one. Great. And next we'll move on to this one. So here are our pieces for this one. This is a slightly smaller piece because I want to have a mossy meadow border. So this is 3 3/4 by 5, and the mossy meadow is 1/8 bigger. So I'd like to start with, I tried it in Blackberry Bliss first, which is why this is now stained. But it means you can see it better, so it's fine. So let me just ink this up. I don't think it matters which way around it goes. There we are. And we'll ink it up again. And put this about there, I think. And one more time, and we'll come in a bit further here. So that's the fresh freesia, which I love those flowers. I mean, I love the look of tulips. I love tulips as well, but I really love the smell of freesias. So I think the best thing is to have a few freesias for the fragrance and the tulips for the look. Although freesias are very pretty. So, sending heartfelt sympathy in Mossy Meadow. And we also have the leaf, which I am stamping off because that's a bit harsh. So I'm going to, well, I thought I was going to put it in here. I don't think I left quite enough space. And then, snap it off, bring it in from the top. So there's that one. Just need to construct it. So we'll put it on. That's going to bother me. Well, I'll just have to get over it. Don't need to do it again. Nothing wrong with them overlapping. And then line this up along the long side. Check that far corner and it looks good, so should all be good. There we are. And then we're going to put it on a Whisper White card base. Yes, I've still got Whisper White. I always thought that the worst thing that could possibly happen in my crafting life would be to run out of the absolute basics. So Whisper White and Very Vanilla, I have a lot of that. Because if you haven't got the basic card, you can make coloured cards, of course, but nearly all of them have a white layer or a vanilla layer or even a card base. So I was, I have a lot of those. The other thing you need, because you can't send them without it, is envelopes. So when I was sorting things out a bit, I discovered I had over a cubic foot of envelopes, which seemed a bit excessive, but again, if I ran out of envelopes, how would I send them? So, and the other thing I clearly had in abundance is adhesive, because you need that too. So, but it does mean when things get retired that you end up with quite a lot left over. So let me just move that out of the way, bring these in, and let me remind you, we're making this one. So shouldn't have got rid of my Mossy Meadow. Here's the polished pink, and I'll get the Mossy Meadow back out. There we go. Well, as we've got this, let's do the, oh, it's another thank you kindly. Let me just clean that on my chamois and stamp this down. Yep, that's good. Which means I've got a spare rectangle, a stitched rectangle framelit for another use, which is useful. Okay, so now we can do the I've lost my leaf. Oh, it's right in front of me. Ay, ay, ay. So I'm just going to stamp somewhat randomly. Well, it was random to start with, but now I'm kind of looking at what I did before, so it's not as random as it was. So, and let me get the little flower. Like so, and I think another one just falling off. And another one about here, and oof, that's close. I almost put the leaves in the polished pink, which really would not be a good thing. And I'm going to put this one here. Okay, and I've got this little leaf, which I'm going to stamp off and have it just fill in a little bit. But that looks dangerous, doesn't it? Let me just wipe that off. Okay. And where else? I think here. And yeah, I think that's good. Oops. Yes, don't need the ink inks anymore. Don't forget to make sure that they shut completely. Sometimes they kind of are like this, so make sure you really have it closed. Right, this, unbelievable. This is going to go onto the polished pink card base. So let me just... Okay, where did I get the pink from? Okay, it's obviously one of those inky days, which is okay because I'm planning on spending some time this afternoon in here making cards, so I may as well get inky now as later, because we all know it will happen. Okay, put you there, then a few of the dimensionals, and lots on so it doesn't sag in the middle. Oh, that's probably enough actually. Okay, I'll take some of these off because you don't need 5 dimensionals to actually stick something on. It's just to stop it sagging. So I'm going to put this, that's got a bit of a ragged edge. Let me just clean that up, there we go. And I think about there, and I've just noticed another piece of raggedy die cutting. There. Good. So that looks suspiciously like this one. So here's what we've made today. And I think this one. Let me move those out of the way. So there you go. So his, I think they're quite different cards and all made with this that you get for free with a $100 order. It's a win-win if you ask me, of course, and then you also get whatever you were ordering on top. So I hope I've inspired you to take a look at the Sale-a-bration brochure and maybe get the Delicate Dahlias, or maybe you've already got them, which would be even more fun. And then you could have a go at these and see if you could do it with less ink than me. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. I hope you have a great long weekend and that you have decent weather if you're having an outside barbecue. I know we're not, so if it rains, as it appears likely to at the moment, then I don't care. I'm going to sit in my craft room and make cards, and I'll be happy as anything. So, have a great day. Don't forget to look back for my mail and make that I'm going to post on Facebook after I've put this video onto YouTube. And let me know if you would like to join me this month. Okay? Thank you very much, and I'll see you next week. Bye.